Om. 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 Sahana vavatu. Sahanau bhunaktu. Sah Viryam karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma vidvishavahai. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam, everyone. Sairam. Today, we are going to start looking at Vedic chant called Mantra Pushpam, which is very commonly chanted as part of most of the Vedic rituals, at least in the Krishna Yajurveda tradition. Let me give you a brief introduction of what is this, where it is from, and so on. In the Krishna Yajurveda, I think we have already discussed there are 4 Vedas: Rik, Yajur, Sama, and Atharvana. The Yajurveda is further split into 2 branches called Shukla Yajurveda and Krishna Yajurveda. And the Krishna Yajurveda is the tradition which we are following, which is followed in Prashantanilayam predominantly, and which is very popular in the south of India. So in this Krishna Yajurveda, there are many branches again, many traditions, I would say. And one of them, the most chief among them, is what is called Taitriya Shaka, Taitriya branch. And within this Taitriya, then you have what are called Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. These are various collections of mantras and texts which deal with different things. Samhita is generally mantras which are used to worship the names of gods and descriptions and so on. Brahmanas are instructions of how certain various rituals are performed. Then the Aranyakas form a series of texts which get studied by people who have taken up Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is the 3rd stage of life where we leave the world, active life, retire to the forest. And their various texts are studied, and a very rigorous life is led. And the Aranyakas form texts which are mainly used in that phase of life. Then the Upanishads come, which are philosophical texts of highest wisdom. So in the Aranyakas, in the Taitriya Aranyaka, there's the first Prapataka, which is the first chapter. It's called Aruna Prashna. That's called Aruna Prashna. It's a worship of Aruna, the sun. And in that chapter, the 22nd Anuvaka, the 22nd collection of mantras, you can say, or a sub-chapter, is what we are going to study here. It's called Dvavimsho Anuvaka. Dvavimsha means 22nd. Okay, there are a few Sanskrit words. Krishna Yajurveda Taitriya Aranyakam. Prathama Pataka. Prathama is the first Pataka. Dvavimsho Anuvaka. Dva means 2, Vimsha means 20, Anuvaka, 22nd Anuvaka. This Prathama Pataka of Taitriya Aranyaka is also called Aruna Prashna. Okay. So in this collection of mantras, because there are different, the word Pushpa is used quite a bit. That may be one reason. Because of that, this is given the word mantra Pushpa. Okay. So these are because of that, this is chanted in many Vedic rituals at the end of it, or sometimes welcoming an occasion also is done by this. Wherever we would use flowers, these mantras are used. That's the general tradition and practice. Okay, so now we will look at the mantra proper. The mantra starts, for the chanting purposes, we chant with the Shanti mantra. Bhadram Karnebhi. The Taittiriya Aranyaka starts with this Shanti mantra. So that is traditionally chanted whenever any section of that Aranyaka is, there is an excerpt from the Aranyaka is used, this Shanti mantra is traditionally chanted. We have already looked at this mantra once before, but I thought maybe no harm in just going through it quickly. I will try to, I hope if I'm rushing, and if you would like to slow down, if you need to slow down, I will slow down and spend time. But I will go through it to some degree, some detail. It's a revision of sorts. Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha. Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatraha. Sthirairangais Tushtuvagum Sastanubhi. Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Swastina Indro Vriddha Shravaha. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swastina Starkshyo Arishtanemi. Swastino Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva. Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatraha. Sthirairangais Tushtuvagum Sastanubhi. Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Swastina Indro Vriddhasravaha. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi. Swastino Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva. Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatraha. Sthirairangais Tushtuvagam Sastanubhi. Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Swastina Indro Vriddhasravaha. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi. Swastino Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In terms of pronunciation, but you have to pay attention to certain consonants. Bhadram. The Bha is the fourth letter in the Pa Varga, so it has to be aspirated. Bhadram Karne Bhi. This Bhi again is the fourth letter in the Pa Varga, so it has to be aspirated. Shunuyama Deva. Again Bhadram. Pashemaksha. This is the cerebral ksha. Akshabhir. Again, B, fourth letter in the pa varga, to be aspirated. Yajatraha. Sthi. This thi, the second tha, so it has to be aspirated. Sthirai rangais tushtu vagam sastanu bihi. Again, bhi is to be aspirated. Vyashema deva hitam yadayu. Swastina indro vriddha. The second dha in the iddha is to be aspirated because it's the fourth letter in the tha varga. Vriddha. Okay, Shravaha. Swastina pusha. This sha is cerebral sha. Vishvadevaha. Swastinastarkshyo. This uksha again is uksha is the sha there is cerebral sha. Arish again ish cerebral sha. Tanemihi. Swastino Brihaspatir Dha. This dha is again fourth letter in the tha varga, so it has to be aspirated. Brihaspatir Dhatu. Okay. We will look at each line and then look at the sandhi split and whatever necessary and look at the meanings. Om Bhadram Karnebi Shuniyama Deva. So Bhadram, I think we have looked at Bhadram. That's a word of auspiciousness, which describes auspiciousness. That which is Bha means which is bright. Bha stands for light. And Dhra is that which flows. So you can say from which brightness flows. Bhadram is that from which brightness flows. In common language, common usage, it's treated as auspiciousness, something favorable, something pleasing, something which is safe also, In Tamil and all, we say Padramapo, means be safe. It can mean that also. That means that safety is free from anything inauspicious. Yes, sister.
Brother, why you have not mentioned this is a Ganapati Adharvasesham?
Pardon?
Is it we are starting as a mantra Pushpam, but
Yes.
the title of it is for this Ganapati Adharvasesham?
Did it say that? Where, sister?
Where?
Where are you seeing Ganapati Adharvasesham?
No, I'm asking, is it something like we...
No, sister. See, these are Shanti mantras, which are traditionally chanted before certain mantras.
Oh, okay. So it's not...
So it is before Ganapati Atharvashesham also this is chanted.
Oh, okay. So it's not part of Ganapati Adharvashesham.
No, it is not.
Okay. Because
actually it is part of Taitri Aranyaka Prapataka 1. See, some of the Shanti mantras appear in different places in the Vedas. People use it in other parts to chant it along with others. So Bhadram Karnebi is from the Aranyaka, Taitri Aranyaka, the first section starts with that. And you should also understand that some of these mantras appear in various parts of many different Vedas also. So Bhadram Karnebi is a Shanti mantra, which is chanted traditionally before.
It's a Shanti mantra.
It's a Shanti mantra.
Okay.
But the thing is, it is the first mantra in the Taitri Aranyaka. First set of mantras it's the entire Aruna Prashna or Taitri Aranyaka starts with this. This is the first mantra. And though it's the first mantra, because the 22nd Anuvaka is what we are studying, but before that is chanted, we chant this Shanti mantra also. I hope that's clear.
Thank you. Yeah, because when we were studying, this is part of a Ganapati Adharvashesham, so I thought why a person mentioned like that. Okay, good. Thank you, Sai.
Okay, Sai. Yes, Brother Vimalesan, I think you had a question, or maybe
I just would like to clear a small doubt. Pavitram is it a Sanskrit word or just it's
Yes. It is, brother.
okay? So Bhatra and Pavitram same meaning or
Pardon?
no? Bhatram Karnebi, that Bhatram, and the in usage we use Pavit the in the Pada song is a Pavitram.
Yeah.
Pavitram.
So pavitram comes from something which is purified by burning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Something which is burnt and purified, you can say.
Okay.
And so once a pavitra man can also be used, that which purifies you is also pavitra.
So sorry, can you repeat that?
See, pavitram is that which is pure, that
Okay,
which is purified through burning,
right.
that which is capable of purifying. All of them mean pavitram can mean.
Oh, okay. Pavana, that it comes same.
It comes from the pavaka, yeah. So pavaka is again protection also, you can say.
Okay.
Pavitram is a protection also.
Oh,
Because
okay.
pa is to protect also.
Okay.
So,
But this for the leaf, that is start with P, right? Patram, Pushpam, Palam, that is
that is the that is patra. Patra
right.
is
Okay.
leaf.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Saira. Saira Manti.
Thanks. I don't know. But I was also wanting to ask about Bhatram Pushpam, and you cleared it already.
Yeah, that is patra. Patra Pushpa.
Not
Patra is leaf. Patra is leaf. Pushpa, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam.
That is another one. Okay, same. Okay. Thank you very much, Saira.
So that is pa. This is bha. So Bhadram is auspiciousness. So auspiciousness pleasing. Karne bihi. Karne bihi. With or through. Ears. Karna means ears. So through the ears. With the ears. Shunuyama. May we listen. It is a plural verb. What's called with. Say in verbs, verb has 10 types of verbs are there. Present tense 1, past tense 2, 3, future tense 2, and things like that are there. There are 6 tenses, and then there are different moods. One is benedictory, one is imperative, and so on. So this falls under vidhiling. So that means that's the right thing to do. Okay, so Shuniyama, Bhatram Karnevi Shuniyama, maybe. See, maybe is sort of implied in the verb itself. Shuniyama means may we listen to things which are auspicious. Things which are auspicious. Devaha. So we are addressing to the lords, all gods, and say, oh gods, let us listen to something beneficial. May we always listen to things which are beneficial. Bhadram, this word Pashem, Akshabhir, Jajatraha. Okay, so there are 3 words here. Pashem, Aksha becomes Pashemaksha. Abhihi, Akshabhihi, the Visarga becomes Ir when it's put together. Akshabhihi, Yajatraha becomes Akshabhir Yajatra. The Visarga turns into R because of Sandhi. So the words are 3. Pashem, Akshabhihi, Yajatraha. So Bhadram, as we have seen, is auspicious. Pashema, may we see. May we see, just like Vidhiling there. Akshabhihi, through our eyes. Actually, so this is wrong. I'll just remove. So Okay, I. Aksha means I. So Akshavi. So may we see whatever is positive through our eyes or with our eyes. Yajatraha. Yajatraha means, Yaj means yajna. Tra means those who protect. The gods who protect the yajna, we are praying to them. That may we see, sorry. May we see what is auspicious through our eyes. Okay. I hope that's okay. Let me save this. I posted something. I'll have to repost. Sorry about it. Pashya, may we see what is auspicious through our eyes, or protectors of yajna. We again addressing to gods. Sthirai rangai stushtuvagum. So gum is there. That's only because of the chanting purposes. Okay. Sthiraihi angaihi becomes sthirai rangai. Okay. The visarga becomes and with a it becomes ra. So that's how you get sthirai rangai. It's sthiraihi angaihi. Okay. Angaihi means with limbs. Third vibhakti again. Third vibhakti plural. Sthira is actually steady. So it's an adjective. Generally, the adjectives will take on the same ending as the word which they describe. So that's how you get sthiraihi angaihi. So with steady limbs. Okay. With steady limbs. Tushtuvam. Okay. See, tushtuvagum is actually tushtuvam. In without, with if you remove the gum, okay. Tushtuvam is actually tushtuvama. In Vedas, sometimes the mantras, there are slight changes. Tushtuvama means maybe celebrate, maybe worship, or praise. All that is meaning. But Tushtuvama, let us be joyous also, you can say. Because Tushti means a sense of happiness. So maybe rejoice also, you can say. I think I will add that. Okay, maybe rejoice. Okay. With steady limbs. Okay, means we have to live in this world. If the limbs are steady, we can walk well, do well with things with hands. All of our limbs will function well. They will be steady. And the steadiness and firmness also is sthira. We can put that also. Okay, we'll enjoy. So we can use that to praise the Lord, worship the Lord. Sastanubihi. Okay. Sas stands for something which is positive, auspicious, good. Tanubihi. Sas also means which we are something which we are blessed with also, you can say. Tanu means body. Sastanubihi. Vyashema. Okay, so we are basically everything which we have, we want to use for worship. Vyashema again is maybe obtain. But sastanubihi, let us obtain beneficial bodies. Okay. Deva hitam. Deva is God. Godly, you can say in this case. Hitam, beneficial. Okay. So which is actually blessed by God. Gods have blessed something to make it beneficial. Deva hitam. Yadayuhu is made of two words, which is yat and ayuhu. Yat means to act. Yat has multiple meaning, but in this it is to be united. Ya is also to unite. Okay. Which aroused or activated is also yat. That which is aroused or activated is yat ayu. So we are actually asking the Lord who is responsible for ayu, lifespan. So we are asking, let our entire life be blessed by God's. So we are asking, it's a prayer. Let's listen to good things. Let's see good things. Let us have steady limbs so that we can praise and worship. And let's be blessed with bodies which are good, auspicious, which are blessed by the gods. Okay. And let it be infused with Ayu. So we are praying to lifespan, the God of lifespan. Gods who look after our life, which is nothing but Kala or Yama also you can say. Okay. Look at the next mantra. Swastina Indro Vriddha Shravaha. Swasti is used again. Swasti means may good things be. Okay. May good things be. May be well disposed is the meaning I've given. Swasti is made up of two distinct words, Su and Asti. Su is actually what's called an upasarga or a prefix. Prefix in Sanskrit is called upasarga. There are many prefixes which get used like su, pra, para, and so on. So this is a upasarga, a prefix which is added to asti. Asti means may it be, may be. So it's a blessing generally. Swasti means let there be auspiciousness. Naha. Swasti, naha means to us. The visarga gets dropped because of sandhi. It's naha. Naha means to or for us. Fourth vibhakti you can say. Of the noun. Fourth form of the noun. Indraha. Indraha is the king of gods, devas, you can say. But Indraha is also mind. Who is the lord of all the Indriyas. In the word Indu is called moon. Okay, so Indraha is the moon, is the mind. Mind is the lord of all the Indriyas. So many meanings like that also can. So let the mind also, we are asking, let the mind be beneficial to us, or the king of gods be beneficial to us, whichever way you want to take it. Because the Lord of gods is the mind who is present in us also. Vriddha Shravaha. Vriddha means old, ancient. Vriddha means old. Old age is Vriddha. So old or ancient. Shravaha. Shra means to listen, who is known, who is heard. That means one who is famed. Shravaha means to one who is well known, or about whom good things are heard. About whom good things are heard is Shravaha. So old famed one. So that means we have heard all best things about gods. Okay. So it is again plural. Old famed ones, I would say, long famed ones. So there are many meanings you can give for this. That's, let our ancestors be proud. Okay. Or let them bless us with everything. That way also we can say. Vriddha Shravaha. Pusha. Okay. So all these we are praying that all of them be beneficent to us. Let them give us their blessing. Let us help us to progress in the path of spirituality. Okay. Pusha is the next one. Pusha is one who grants pushti. Pushti means strength, vigor is pushti. So Pusha is the Lord who grants us pushti in the limbs. We are able to do things, means without Pusha's help, we will not be able to do anything with our body, with her limbs, because Pusha is the Lord who grants nourishment and strength. We are asking his blessings also. Vishwa de Vedaha. Vishwa means all, everything, universal. Vedaha means those who know all. So everyone who knows everything, we are asking their blessings also be on us. Let them be beneficially disposed towards us. That's Indra, Vridhashravaha, Pusha, and Vishwavedaha. We go to the next section. Swasti Nastarkshyo Arishtanemihi. Swasti again we have looked at, so I will not repeat. Nastarkyo is made of two words, Naha and Tarkshya. Okay. Naha becomes is because of Sandhi. Tarkshya is Garuda. I think for simple words, we'll say Garuda. One whose wings actually protect us. One who carries the Lord to all the parts of the world. Whenever we call on the Lord, Garuda is the one on whom the Lord arrives. You can say he's the one who protects all that is good. Tarksha. Arishta nemihi. Arishta means unheard. Nemi is the rim of a wheel. So you can even say the chakra of the Lord. Okay. That which protects us. You should understand that in this world, everything seems to be rotating, going in a circle, which is like a rim on which they are all running, this entire world. So all that is protected by Arishtanemi. He makes sure that it is completely protected. And because of that rotation, that circumambulating, that everything good in this world happens. So Arishtanemi is the God who is supposed to be making that happen. So we are asking him to be well disposed towards us. Brihaspati. There are multiple meanings I think we have given before in other sections as well. For this exercise, we'll say the preceptor of gods. Brihaspati is the guru of the gods. One who is able to grant knowledge to the gods themselves. Okay, Briha means something which is great. Pati means great lord also. That's the meaning. But generally it's referred to guru, who is preceptor of gods. Dadhatu, may he grant. May he grant us all this. Okay. A life filled with all auspicious things. So that is with that, then Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'm not going to go through that. We will come to the first mantra. Okay. I will chant the mantra, read the mantra, and then we'll go through the meaning. Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Chandrama Va Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Yaevam Veda Yopamayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati. Chantramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati. Ya evam Veda Yopam ayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Yopam pushpam veda pushpavan prajavan pashuman bhavati. Chandramava apam pushpam pushpavan prajavan pashuman bhavati. Ya evam veda yopamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Let us just quickly look at some pronunciation aspects here. Yopam, this is Savagraha, I don't know whether you all remember. Whenever there's Sandhi and the becomes silent or joined with the previous vowel, it becomes silent. Yopam. Pushpam. Sh is the cerebral sh. Veda push again, the cerebral sh. Van, prajavan, pashuman. Bha. The bha is the fourth letter in the pa varga, so it has to be aspirated. Bhavati. Chandrama, va, apam, push. Again, push is cerebral sh. Pushpa, pushpavan, prajavan, pashuman. Bha again, bha, fourth letter in the pa varga, to be aspirated. Bhavati. Ya evam veda yopam ayatanam veda ayatanavan. Bha. Again, fourth letter in the pa varga is to be aspirated. Bhavati. In terms of Sandhi split, let's take a look at it. Yopam is yaha apam. The visarga becomes O and the A becomes silent as part of the Sandhi. Yaha apam becomes yopam. Pushpam veda pushpavan prajavan pashman bhavati, no change. Chandrama vapam pushpam, no change. Pushpavan prajavan pashman bhavati, no change. Ya evam veda, no change. Or ya evam veda, the visarga gets yaha. Visarga gets dropped because of Sandhi. Okay. Yaha evam veda becomes ya evam veda because of Sandhi. Again, yaha plus apam becomes yopam, similar to the first word. That's a Sandhi. Yaha apam ayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Okay, we will look at the word meanings. Yaha. Yaha means who. Apam. So the word this apam, it's a very widely used in the Vedas. And it means variety of things. Generally, apam is called water, or waters, because I would use the word of the, okay, I should have put this, because it's a sixth vibhakti and it's all plural. So you can say, sorry. Okay, I will just leave it there. So of the waters, so it's a sixth vibhakti of the plural noun called apaha. Okay, apaha is the plural noun, and apam is the sixth vibhakti of that, of the waters. Okay, apam means of the waters, but the word apam is also used to denote sky, the intermediate region between sky and earth, and so on. And if you take the Aruna Prashna, which actually is talking about sun, the mantra just after the Swasti mantra which we read, Bhadram Karnebi, the one is Apam Apam Apaha. That's the way that starts. Apam Apam Apaha. Everything actually comes from this principle called Apam. So there are multiple interpretations people have given. We will look at actually when we go through some of the discourse excerpts which I have, I will discuss that. So you can see it's the waters, it can mean the sky. That's the first element which came into being, from which everything else originated. In that sense, it's consciousness also. Okay. Pushpam. Pushpam, generally everyone will treat it as flower. Okay. But the act of blossoming is also Pushpam. The act of blossoming is also Pushpam. Something which expands is also Pushpam. Fame is also called Pushpam. Success and nourishment is also Pushpam. We already looked at Pusha, Pushti. That means nourishment, strength. So anything which can give birth to something, that principle, that which can make anything expand, anything blossom into something, succeed in something, all that is Pushpa. Okay, so you can see this nourishment of the waters, the expanding of the waters, okay, the blossoming of the waters. Many meanings you can give. Pushpam, okay. Veda is the next word, knows. Whoever knows this blossoming nature of the waters, nourishment of the water, whoever knows that. That's an if question, okay? If someone knows, whoever knows that. Pushpavan, Prajavan, Pashuman Bhavati. He becomes, I will start from here. He becomes a possessor of Pushpam, a possessor of Praja, a possessor of Pashu. The man means one who is blessed with, who has a lot of something is man. I don't know whether we have covered that. It's called Matu Pratyaya. It's a suffix which is added to a noun to show that one who has all this, like Dhanavan means one who has wealth. Buddhiman, person who has buddhi. Okay. This kind of meaning is given. Okay. Like Bhagavan means one who has bhaga. I think we have looked at that also. So the van, man means that which possesses, but the word which precedes it. So in this case, one who possesses Pushpa, one who possesses Praja, one who possesses Pashu. So general meaning which is given is one who, so if in a simple, common meaning which you go and read anywhere, they will say, the flower of water, whoever knows that, okay, will have Pushpa, will have a lot of flowers, a lot of Praja. Praja means progeny or children. Pashu means all animals, cattle, cows. This is a very mundane worldly meaning. But, we are talking about the sun. So what is this explaining means? Pushpavan. So one who knows this, that from this apa, of this water only everything manifests, one who has that knowledge, that person himself or herself will have the ability to do that. So that means that person will become apa themselves. They'll become the water. Okay. Prajavan, from whom everything is spawned. Even generally, when something becomes fertile also, that is also Pushpavan. Just to a digression, when a woman attains of age, that woman is called Pushpavati, who is capable of who has blossomed. That's another meaning. So that which can give rise to anything, you can create anything. Through that becomes Praja. Children are also born. So that ability will create, you can produce more. That ability is Pushpam also. From the Pushpam only the seeds come, from the seeds only flowers come. Without the flowers, we will not have a fruit. So Swami always talks about Pushpam as Hridaya Pushpa. The heart itself is a flower. From that, the seed of Atman grows and we become divine. Okay, that's also another meaning. So Praja means progeny, subjects. See, Praja means, the meaning is, Prajaha means actually father. Praja means mother also. What it means is, the father apparently lives again as a son. A father lives again as a son and will be able to live through that son into another generation. So the same person lives again and again. That meaning is also given. Praja means a mother can live through her daughter. So one who is born through another person by giving birth to them, that also is Praja. Okay. So person who knows this can give rise to people, descendants, who are having the same aspect. Okay. If we are a good person, we will give rise to good children. We can have impact on other people to be good also, that kind of a meaning. Prajavan. Pashuman. Pashu generally is Pashu, cow or animals is general. So one who knows this will have a lot of cattle. Is another. But Pashu also means the supreme soul in each individual person is also Pashu. The Jivatma is also Pashu. Okay. Another meaning is Pashu is Pash. It comes from the word Pashyati, to see, to behold. So what it also means, that person will become a seer, or he will be possessed of seerships, or he will also give rise to people who can see. Okay, because the rishis were ones who saw, who heard, who were able to visualize, and they passed on knowledge. So Pashuman means one who is able to see everything clearly, has good vision. That also means. Okay. So the one who knows the flowering of Apa, the water, so the creation of consciousness, will be blessed with Pushpa himself, Praja and Pashu. So this is the meaning, Bhavati. So that what it basically means is, Apam is the one who gives rise to Pushpa. So if one knows how the Pushpam has come out of the Apam, water, that person who knows that will also become Apa. He will be able to give rise to Pushpas, he'll be able to give rise to Prajas, he'll be able to give rise to Pashu, and he'll be blessed with all that. So that's the meaning of this. We'll go to the next word. See, Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati. Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati. So the entire mantra gets repeated with Chandrama Va. Okay. What is Chandrama? Chandra is, all of us think, oh, it's moon. That's a common usage. But Chandra is actually camphor. Camphor is also called Chandra. Anything which is white is also called Chandra. Chandrama means the ability of the Chandra, which is capable of making other things light, other things also white. So generally, moonlight is also called Chandrama. Because what happens, in the light of the moon, everything will apparently look white. If you go to the water will be dark in the night. But when the moonlight falls, it will look white. Because the moon's reflection will be seen. So Chandrama is that which, by shedding its light on other things, can make everything become white. Chandrama is again mind. Chandra is mind. If a person's mind, which has the ability to spread a certain type of light, which can make other minds and other things in this world become positive and pure and white, that is Chandrama. So the knowledge of Apam Pushpam, Apam, how it gives rise to Pushpam, that knowledge will give the person the ability to have a Chandrama. That person will be able to spread the light. Even in darkness, the person will be able to spread light, which can make everything become white. That is called Chandrama. Okay. Chandramava and Apam Pushpam. I have not given the entire meaning actually. If you go back and see, Chandramava, Apam Pushpam, Pushpavan, Prajavan, Pashuman Bhavati. Okay, that's the way. So one who knows all this will become Chandrama also, and he will be Pushpavan, Prajavan, Pashuman Bhavati. So not only he will also have possess the ability to make everything pure, everything white, everything look white by spreading that light, Chandrama. Okay. Then we will come to the last section of the mantra. Yaha, who, evam Veda. Actually, it can also mean what has been stated, certainly, indeed, who knows all this. Ya evam Veda. Yaha, who, Apam. Apam means water, sky, consciousness. I will just repeat it, because some of the things can be repeated. Ayatanam. Apam ayatanam. That is apa, this water is the support, cause, and above. This water is the cause of everything. It is the one which is supporting. Okay. That is known. Whoever knows that, apa, that that source, that water, the sky, the consciousness, is the support and the cause, and in which everything lives. But that person knows ayatanam Veda, ayatanavan bhavati. That person himself will have possessor of ayatanam. So that person himself will become the abode, the cause of all this. Okay, that means a person who knows the quality and the greatness of apa, that person will himself or herself will become that. They will become the abode of all that is positive. They will be able to spread the same light. They will be able to produce pushpa, flowers, just the same way. That's the meaning of this mantra. So actually, this gets repeated many times with different aspects. We will look at them subsequent ones, because the same thing gets repeated. I would like to go through an excerpt of Swami's discourse. There are many excerpts which I thought I can use, but one I liked, so I have picked it up, because we are going to chant it again and again. It's a repeating. These lines repeat again and again. This refrain. We can look at other excerpts, but today we will take one up. There is the ocean. When we bring water from the ocean and drink it, we find that the water tastes salty. The same water of the ocean, because of the heat of the sun, is converted into vapor, forms clouds, and comes down as rain, and such water will be sweet and not salty. Where has this change from salty taste to sweet taste come about? The sweetness had come when the ocean water was being changed into vapor as a result of the heat of the sun. there is a possibility in the situation to recognize the difference between the sweetness on one hand and the salty taste on the other. The sweet water is something which you realize with your own experience. The knowledge that the water which comes directly from the ocean is salty is something which we acquire by frequent hearing. The knowledge acquired by hearing and by reading is not very satisfactory. Knowledge comes from one's own experience, gives real happiness. How can we get such experience? The knowledge that is contained in the ocean of grace has to be transformed by using one's intelligence like the heat of the sun. When that vapor can be changed into clouds, it can be compared to the truth. Out of the clouds of truth should form raindrops of prema. When the individual drops of prema comes together to join, out of that will come a stream. This stream is the real bliss. The stream of bliss will go back again and merge with the ocean of grace. As the water which came out of the ocean becomes vapor, then becomes cloud and rain, and went back to the ocean, so also divine grace that comes to us turns into fruits as clouds, turns into drops of prema, drops join and become stream of prema, and the stream goes back to the ocean of grace. Human beings today are not making any attempt to get some idea of the ocean of grace. How can they transform themselves into clouds of truth? If they cannot realize the clouds of truth, how can there be drops of prema? When there are not even drops of prema, how do we get streams of happiness? The first thing which we have to accept is that there is no dharma which is different from truth. Truth has been accepted as the very first basis. For this truth, prema should become the support. If prema is present in us, it will be possible for us to earn the grace of God to a large extent. Love lives by giving and forgiving. Self gives by getting and forgetting. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So that's the excerpt I got, and you may wonder, why I picked this up. Because Apa, I said, is water. Swami is talking about water. From water, how rains come, and the rainwater is sweet. The reality is, if someone says the flower came from the ocean water, people will wonder how. Any flower. There's a process which goes. Because if you just pour water, salt water as is, a flower will not grow. The same way, fresh water is fed to the flower. Nothing will blossom. But ultimately, everything comes from the same ocean. The ocean has pure water and salt mixed. But that only gives rise to a flower. But there's a process which goes how the flower comes into being at the end. There's an ocean from which everything has come. After all, this earth itself was covered with ocean. But then the ocean, that time there was nothing, just water. Then the ocean got separated and the land came up. And the land, from the same ocean, the water rises up because of sun. So as you can understand, this entire mantra is in Aruna Prashna. It's all talking about sun. But sun starts with this Apa. Because sun has a big role in how everything comes about from this ocean water into a flower. And everything in this world lives because we need that pure water. Without that rainwater, fresh water, you can't cultivate plants and you cannot do anything. We ourselves can't drink salt water and drink, but we have to have pure water. Or for all this, sun is the cause. Sun is the cause. So this process of how a flower comes from the water, when we know that, then we ourselves can become that ocean. We ourselves can become divine. So this is what Swami nicely describes. Whoever knows this process, not by just understanding, but Swami says, if you go back, knowledge coming from one's own experience. That's the real knowledge. So once we know that conceptually, once we learn it and understand it and experience it and know it, then we ourselves can also become that. That is the process of we becoming divine. When we know that process experientially, then we ourselves can be divine. This entire mantra is that. Knowing what is that process experientially, so that we also can become divine. So this way Swami is telling that knowledge, how to give real happiness, spread goodness around us, comes from knowing that process. And Swami has nicely explained what that process is. Then Swami has used the word stream of bliss. That's the real water, that which nourishes everything, which is nothing but. Actually, later on we will see cloud, rain, all that also will come. Later on we will look at in the mantra. But ultimately, Swami is saying we should know this by experience. Whoever knows this experientially, that person can transform themselves into something. That person will be Pushpavan, Prajavan, Pashuman, and will have Chandrama. That's the mantra. That's the meaning of this mantra, as I understand. You can go and read other meanings, generally available out there. But this is what it is, and we will explore this again and again, because you can say, how do you know? I have given the meaning of Apas as consciousness. There's in Prashnottara Vahini, Swami is telling how Brahman at different levels is something, and is Prithvi, he is Paramatma. Jala, water, he is called Chaitanya Brahma. Chaitanya means consciousness. There's another excerpt which I thought I will bring today, which I did not bring, but we'll have enough opportunities to discuss that. Sairam, sister.
Sairam, brother, is it okay for you to give a little more explanation on the knowledge of ocean contains the ocean grace has to be transformed using one's intelligence, like the heat of the sun, that the knowledge that contains in the ocean. Because
so the thing is,
with the grace of the Lord, you earn the knowledge. Okay, then we have to use like a heat of the sun means spread the message. What is that? And what is the vapor can be changed into clouds? That's all. Please, thank you.
Okay, sister. See, we all read Swami's literature. We think we study. That should be reflected by the buddhi. That should sharpen our buddhi. Here the word intelligence is not right, proper. Buddhi. Once buddhi reflects that atmic knowledge, that means everything which we do, say, or do should reflect that knowledge which we have gained. When that buddhi is reflected, the mind will have good thoughts. That good thoughts will become words and actions. Okay, that intermediary stage, through those words and actions, there will be joy, bliss for us and bliss for others. So the knowledge has to reflect, even if there's sunlight, when that is reflected through using something, then only we can get benefit. So buddhi is supposed to reflect the light of the sun, which is God's knowledge, should be reflected in our buddhi, and that buddhi should dictate everything, all our thoughts, our words and actions. So what happens is, once the buddhi comes, then Swami says the drops of prema will come. Because what happens, what is this buddhi? Is we are not the body, we are the Atman. In this world, everything is temporary. Once these thoughts come, then we will naturally have love. We will not have selfishness. What is in it for me? What is what do I benefit from that? No such thoughts will come once that knowledge comes. Because everything in this world is selfless. Swami will say, without that knowledge, love itself cannot come. So what that reflection is also devotion. Being connected to that sun also is that. So through that devotion, the vapor is nothing but your thoughts also. The mind, which is the ocean. Manasa Sarovar is also a lake. When the sun's light falls, good thoughts will come, will arise from that mind. That good thoughts will take shape as words, you can say, they're drops. And that also translates into action. So these are different. I think there are other excerpts, sister, which you got. Ultimately, that's what it is. Because if we do not let the knowledge gained reflect on our intelligence in making, deciding, discriminating what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is not good, if we do not do, then everything else will not have the sweetness. This only selfishness will remain. People will, if that knowledge doesn't get translated, each individual preferences and their likes will take over and love will be missing. That knowledge has to be experienced. Okay. There are other places which Swami is talking. I will bring other excerpts. This will become more and more clear, because we are going to study the same concept again and again, multiple times, sister. This process should become clear by then. But this mantra basically is, there's another quotation, Swami, again and again. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. One who knows Brahman will become Brahman. One who knows God will become God. Okay. Through that, they can also have similar influence, just the way God's influence is on us. Otherwise, we cannot have the same influence of our God, the God to whom we pray, the God from whom we get the knowledge. So all that comes. I hope I just not.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Yes, brother Vimalesam.
Sairam, now I just want to make sure whether this is correct, and I'm just double checking with you. So this for Apam, there's water, sky, consciousness. So throughout this mantra, so they are interrelated, and we can, though I think throughout in the meanings they have used the word water, but we can replace, or almost they are kind of synonymous. We can take it that way.
Yes, yes. See, for example, if you study, there's something called Nirukta and Nigantu. Okay, this is one of the Vedangas. Yeah, we have talked about 6 Vedangas. One of the limbs of Vedas.
Yeah,
so the limb called Nirukta, right. Nirukta, Vyakarana, Kalpa, and so on. Okay, so Nirukta talks about the etymology of the words. So the one which is prevalent today is called Nirukta by Yaska. Yaska Maharshi is Nirukta. So he has multiple, I think 6 chapters they have what's called Nighantu and Nirukta. Nighantu is nothing but like something like a thesaurus.
Mhm.
Nirukta explains meanings which can be derived from words.
Okay. Etymology.
Okay. Etymology. And what happens is in Nighantu, this apa appears in multiple places where when it talks about antariksha,
Mhm.
okay, inner between region
Yeah.
that appears.
Yeah.
There's vyoma, it talks about the sky.
Right.
There also this word is used.
Right.
In word and water also it is used. In Sanskrit, the words are not labels.
Right.
The words are nothing but descriptions of some phenomenon.
Okay. Right.
So, say for example, let me take the word Hari. Hari can be God. Hari can be a lion. Hari can be a monkey. Okay, because Hari means that which grabs, that which takes.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Hari is, that's all meaning is.
Mhm.
But depending on the context where it's used, Hari will be God.
Right.
Or Hari can be a monkey also grabs, so he is a Hari.
Right.
And lion also grabs in a different way than the monkey with
Right.
with his mouth.
Yeah.
That is, he is also called Hari. So
Right.
Hari is a description of a phenomenon.
Right.
Okay, same thing with Apa also.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Apa
the
is a phenomenon.
same character. These three has the same characteristics and same this thing, and they are okay.
Yes,
Actually, we
yes,
can.
brother. Because for example, if you say Pashu, see, some people say it's a cow, some people say it's an animal. But Pati Pashu Pasha means Pashu is also all the Jivatmas are so Pashus.
Yes.
See,
Because of
Pashupati means Shiva is called Pashupati. He is not the lord of the cows.
yeah.
He's
Because they
also
are
lord of
bound.
Jivatmas.
Because they are bound.
They are bound.
Right.
Pasha, that also comes.
Right.
A bound animal in a sacrificial place also is called a Pashu.
Right.
So we should understand many of these words are descriptors, not labels. See, unfortunately, we are used to languages where this word means this. It does not, for example, in English, we'll say tree. What is the meaning of the word tree? Etymologically, that's nothing.
Right.
You apply that as a label. You say, this is apple. But can you derive the meaning of what that apple fruit is from apple? No, you can't. It's just a label.
Yeah.
In Sanskrit, words are not labels.
Right. Right.
Words are descriptors of a phenomenon.
Right.
Okay. Unfortunately, brother, you take anyone, somebody will write some meaning with some very basic understanding of the language and the concepts in the Upanishads, and that gets repeated. People have printed books.
Yeah.
It is very sad.
Yeah.
Because what happens, many of these, this was the blessings granted by the people who came to rule India, the outsiders. They've destroyed the essence. That's what I'm saying. And this is Aranyaka. Aranyaka talks about the highest philosophy, and it's talking about Aruna. Okay, so the thing is, every word has to be taken in that context.
Right. Yeah. So why I asked you. So with that in our mind, if we go through this mantra, it's so different. So all these three, as you said, the same characters. So now in Tamil we say that paravali, that apam we can. I guess we can take that.
Exactly. Paravali,
Right.
because from this everything is born.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
A means to come.
Right.
Something which comes to you. Pa means to protect.
Right.
That which comes to protect you is apa.
Right.
Okay. The consciousness comes into you. That's what is going everywhere. That's what flows. So there are many places. Because it's a description of a phenomena. It is not a label.
Right.
I think it's very, very important.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you want, we can just discuss word apa. I can just do a presentation on apa, but I think it may be too technical and boring for you all.
Yeah,
I
but
can bring the
but-
Nigantu and explain.
Yeah,
If,
but
for
I think in this one it's a key, maybe a key word, or that
I
gives.
think I will do it. Maybe one session I will do.
Yeah,
maybe
it'll
one
be
session.
very useful. Thank you.
I can quote from brother. I don't know. He's just telling for what is the source and things like that. And it's come. I will from Nigantu. I will present maybe next session. Apa, the word apa, where all it appears,
Yeah,
in what context it has appeared, and things
yeah,
like that.
that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be useful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sai Ram, Sai.
Sai Ram, I don't know.
Yes,
This
Sai
is
Ram.
for my understanding. You said apam means variety of things. And Aruna Prasna says apam, apam, apa. That is the first element came into existence.
From
Now,
which
my
emission?
understanding, yes, my understanding, this ocean water by sun is creating vapor, and then clouds, then the rain. Then this rain is brings out plants, and the plants blossoms. That is this thing. Then the spirituality way, sun rays is one's intelligence. Vapor change clouds. That is, once you get the intelligence, you understand what is Sat and what is Asat. And when it forms raindrops, it's prema. When every individual prema drops join together, it becomes a stream. And this stream of bliss will go back and merge with the ocean of grace, divine grace, that comes to us and turns into drops of prema. Stream of prema joins the ocean. Can you understand? I don't understand the last part.
Which one, Auntie? Which last part?
Where the it's coming back, become stream, and this stream of bliss will go back and merge with the ocean of grace,
Yes.
divine grace that comes to us and turns into drops of prema, stream of prema, and joins the ocean. The first part I understood. How the intelligence, when you get the intelligence, you know what is right and what is untruth. And then when you develop that intelligence, you become more devoted to God. And that raindrops, you develop that prema towards God. And when each individual prema joins together, that becomes a stream, and a stream of bliss. And this will go back with the ocean of grace. That all that I understood. The rest, why is coming back?
Coming back is you go back to the source.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to the sources, Auntie.
Oh, so
see, for example, everything in this world which we consume,
yeah,
is through grace of God.
Yeah.
See, anything which we eat, anything which consume, knowledge, everything which
good
is actually grace.
Positive and negative happening to us is
Everything is, whatever is given to us is grace.
Yeah.
We may see it as positive or negative, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
everything given to us is grace. So if we can receive that grace and turn it into drops of prema, as Swami says. For example, if I get food, I can eat and be happy and say, I got food and I can sit. But if I get something, if I can share, oh, God has given me, I will share. That is turning that into drop of prema. If I say I have consumed, I am happy and I sit, that it has not been converted to the drop of prema. So everything which is given to us, when it is treated as something which God's grace has granted us, and if we can share that, that through that acknowledgement, prema wells up in us. Then we also will become drops of prema. Every small action of ours, if that's one drop of prema. And that drop of prema, as it collects, then we will become also, our life also will become a stream of love. When your love becomes stream of love, only you can merge with the ocean of love.
So the joining is what? What does it mean, joining?
The river, when it starts flowing, it's only flowing towards the ocean of grace.
Mhm.
Our life itself is flowing towards, see, ultimately at the end we have to reach God. Until
Mhm.
then we have to flow in the river of love.
Love.
Only then we can merge in the ocean of love when we die, if you want to put it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank
Because our
you.
life itself is a journey, it's a flow.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going somewhere. But where we are going and what we will reach is what matters. And Swami says, by turning yourself into the drops of what you accumulate, the drops of prema, and go as a, then you are going to end up in the ocean of love.
Ocean
If
of.
not, then you will end up somewhere else, wherever you are going. That's what it means. So we may go round and round.
Mhm.
Okay. I hope that's my understanding. It's not
No,
nothing
that's
as in
great.
correct
Great.
understanding, but that's my understanding.
No, I wanted you to acknowledge and correct me.
Okay, Antisai.
Thank you.
Kalyani, you have a question.
Uncle, sorry, we don't have much time, but could you just explain why Swami saying the fruits, the second last line here, is it so also the divine grace that comes to us turns into fruits?
See, the thing is, the advantage, what is a fruit? The fruit will contain the seed. So generally, in Tamil, they will say jnana palam. So, see, we use the word praja. That means the fruit has the ability to, has a seed, and that seed can bring about more fruits and more flowers, more trees, more flowers. So that has the ability to become manifold, multiply. So that is also one is we reach our destination, but one is also bring about fruits, which people can enjoy the fruit as well as the seed there also can grow into many trees. I think Swami has covered this. I don't know, we read Sandhya Nivan where he's talking about an unripe fruit, how from a flower an unripe fruit comes, how the fruit ripens into a ripened fruit, and how that's the ultimate goal. That jnana itself is considered a stage of fruit. When one is attained jnana, because that person will have the seed which is capable of germinating and bringing about other fruits also. So that maturity, only when you attain that maturity of a fruit, you can detach yourself but leave the seed in this world, which will go on to produce other fruits. So that's the concept. Again, urva rukamiva bandhanad mrityor mukshya amritat. It's basically you give up of the world, but you retain your amritatva, immortality. So in this world we have come into being. What Swami is saying is you fructify the divine nature in you in seed form. Once you bring it about as to fruition, fructify that, you reach the stage of jnana, and then you leave the world detached, but it can go on to produce more divine fruits. So that culmination of that progress, that evolution, is the fruit which is ripened, and I think that's my understanding, which actually Swami nicely explains in Sandhya Nivarani. That's why he says, if you see a fruit, flower or an unripe fruit, don't think that it's different. No, it is just in a different stage of growth. That's all. That's my understanding, Kalyani, but I will stop there.
Thank you. And just one quick question. When we say Swastina Indro Vriddha Shravaha, so you said that the Indra and Vriddha Shrava, each of those is like a noun, right? It's not that Vriddha Shrava is describing Indra.
No, it's a different gods are addressed. So you see, ultimately, if you see, it's the same Purusha who manifests as each of these forms of gods.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a description of a different aspect of that Purusha who manifests as different forms of gods.
Oh, okay.
So whether you want to, if you think it is one Purusha, then everything is a description of that Purusha.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
He can be Indra, he can be Vidrashrava, he can be many Indras, but everything points back to that original Purusha, which is nothing but Apa, which is nothing but consciousness, all that. So is it a adjective of, it depends at which level you are trying to interpret it. If you think you're describing about Indra, then you can say Indra is called Indra who manifests. But ultimately it's all Purusha, that one principle which has become many and expresses and manifests as different aspects. So you can take it as an adjective of that original Purusha, one description, one attribute of that original Purusha, however you want to take it.
Okay. And then when you said Shravah, it can also mean like about whom good things are heard. Is it like because is it related to Shravanam or?
Yes. Shrava, that's the way Shrava means who has a good name, something like that. Whose name, name means some people are hearing good things about you. That is fame after all, So Shrava is used in that sense. Means from ancient times, see, you should understand with the Shrava means who was heard from ancient time. The rishis have also heard from him. He is also speaking. That way also you can. So there are many levels in which you can mean what the Shrava means, to whom the rishis heard. That also you can see. Ancient rishis heard. What they heard has become very old. Ancient knowledge also you can say. So there are many ways we can explain the word Shrava. So I just gave a few samples.
Thank you.
There's no end to
Veda is known as Sudhi, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hearing.
Yes. Brother Tasan.
Yes, Sairam, brother. So I like to get more information regarding when the individual drops of prema come together to join, out of that will come as a stream. So
yes,
that part, I know the water is a basic or fundamental element fundamental for all the 5 elements.
Yes.
And Swami, what he's thinking about that one, I didn't understand, brother.
What did you say? Can you tell me?
When you go back to that one, when the drop of water or together is become a stream, that love.
Yes.
That what Swami is talking about that one. So next one, that whatever the Swami discourse.
Yeah, which one?
Had it on the screen. This one, right?
When the individual drops of prema come together to join.
Yes.
That's what I also was asking you.
So you're asking whether, see, my understanding, brother.
Mm-hmm.
See, individual means each of our action or thought, that is a drop of ocean. But then when it becomes, there are many drops which comes in our own actions and thoughts and words, that becomes a stream. See, many times, we will do something good one day, and then it does not become a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So our own actions and thoughts also should become a complete stream. It should not be one drop here and there. When each of these drop of, say, thought, word, or action is all filled, all of them are drops. When they collect, then you become a stream.
So that means all our thoughts.
All of our thoughts. When all our thoughts are, then we will become a raging river.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Okay.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. Otherwise, one drop and suddenly it evaporates. We will say, oh, I did this thing, and then after some time it's all dry. Water is not seen. Swami is telling, let it collect into a stream. Yeah, I think that's my understanding.
Does that mean it's a total transformation?
Total transformation into divinity. Swami says man has to become God. Nanavatva That is his purpose. And that should be our goal, each of our goal. I think that's what Swami is saying. We will close the session with Samastaloka Sai. Om Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam everyone.